Both these guys with mirrored pylons. I think this is to just check if like a warp prism's going to go under there. I guess you could. No, hold on a second. He's warping something in there.
The Twilight Council? Oh, it's a third gateway.
Whoa.
How funny would it be if herO also proxied a gateway
Yeah,
to the top
well,
right
that would
side?
be hilarious.
All right, these adepts making their way here into the main base, getting a lot of probe damage done. At least 5 probes are going to fall. Might be able to even get 6 if he can connect with one more shot.
How many kills is this going to get? All right, 6 kills. 6 is a lot in a PvP.
herO also proxying Twilight Council on the top right side of the map. There are 2 warp prisms, I believe, on the map as well. Zoun's warp prism heading towards a 9 o'clock position right now. herO setting up for an adept drop into the main base of Zoun.
Very weird looking game. So the 2 adepts are going to come over here. He does not get any kills on these probes.
There are some fancy micro tricks you can do, just pairing up the adept shades with picking them up in a warp prism. But I think that Zoun is so well positioned, it'll be difficult for herO to find that angle. This might be him going for it. You can see him testing the waters right there with the warp prism, but adepts could not get into the main base. Instead, they will still shade through. All right, there's some fancy micro. More probe damage being done. Not quite getting any more kills. Still, 2 more probes is going to normalize things a little bit here. Zoun's doing the same thing on the other side of the map. A lot of adept drops here.
Okay, so we've got the Dark Shrine about halfway done. And I don't know, we have that one observer we're looking at, but, in a lot of these games, you start to make a lot more immortals. And, if the DT can get over there and just get some kills, and keep in mind, this looks like it's just an adept harass, right? You're not thinking, like, what if he just warps in DTs right here, right? Meanwhile, Zoun is gearing up for an attack. Nothing's making out of the robo.
A lot of probes falling now for Zoun. He's down to 23 workers in total.
Yeah.
herO's focused instead on defending the natural expansion, so he's not microing the adepts in the main base. Force fields are going to drop, isolating these adepts. They will shade into the main base, actually.
God.
So more probes going to fall on this side of the map. There's so many probes have been taken out, both by Zoun and herO, as the push is continuing on. The shield battery not yet done. Warp Prism gets isolated. No defensive. No defensive Warp Prism here to save that Immortal. So the probes have to get pulled. The shield battery is going to provide a little bit more stability here. And there's a DT in the main base. Observer getting boosted out.
I don't
this
think
is a chaotic game.
I think herO, I'm sorry, Zoun doesn't even know.
He's making an observer. I think he has to have an idea. But Zoun is down to 9 probes. There's basically no economy anymore for Zoun.
Dude, it's going to get lower, too. I think he doesn't know. I think he just lost his observer in the fight is what's happening.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because this observer's gone, too.
Zoun now pushing up into the top. You can do so much shuttle micro here with this Warp Prism. Immortal also going to fall. herO has to micro back. And herO still has 17 workers mining. There is 0 workers right now for Zoun. herO can pull the probes at any time. Right now he's just trying to gather enough resources to get one more production in. Warp gates are unpowered. It's going to be all about the Warp Prism right now. Shield battery is going to be giving a lot more sustain. Does herO have enough here? I think the shield battery has proven to be the difference. Oh, it's still so close. If either Immortal falls, that might decide the game.
Yeah, this is so close. 5 workers to 0.
Zoun does have the better army supply. I think Zoun might have this.
Yeah, the thing is, I just don't know if you have enough manpower to kind of do anything.
There's still 5 more probes here for herO. He also does have that DT, but there's plenty of detection on the map.
Yeah, the DT's never going to kill everything.
Warp Prism could power the gateways to try and get a couple more warps in.
That's smart.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah, but then he would lose it to Stalkers.
Yeah, maybe if Zoun goes a little bit too deep into the main base, he could do something like that, or if Zoun decides he wants to move down into the natural expansion.
What a game. This is just crazy. He should never have let anything come up the ramp at all. He should have forced him to try to micro the Warp Prism. He let some of the Stalkers in there and tried to split him at the ramp.
If the DT is working on the main nexus of Zoun right now, I'm not sure where the DT is in the main base of Zoun.
It seems like it's at the ramp. Gateway.
If it works on the nexus, there is the potential that herO could win a base trade situation by just eliminating all of the bases of Zoun. Zoun has no workers. If he makes a probe, he doesn't have enough money to build any structure. And that DT is still working on the buildings. herO, he's trying to focus fire down the Immortal. Oh, he's doing it! It's solo on HP. Oh my goodness, herO's immortal. Both immortals are one shot away from being taken down. And now with a Stalker Micro,
this is insane.
Zoun can push the issue.
This is insane.
There's dead airspace. The Warp Prism's going to survive.
Oh my god!
The DT during all of this is still taking down structures. He's now going to go for the Nexus, I think.
Can he put a Stalker on either side?
There are still 2 probes mining in the main base of herO. If he can power up the shield battery, that might be enough for the Immortal to stabilize things. Is that a recall, actually? I think he's recalling the DT to take down the Sentry, the natural expansion.
He's recalling the Warp Prism.
Oh, is it the Warp Prism?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a crazy game. herO's at 4 supply. That's just going to be a GG. I think the Immortal fell off screen.
That was insane.
That was nuts.
Zoun wins that. I love that PvP. What a special PvP that was.
That was a wild...